Hello everyone, and welcome back to Holy Histories, your go-to channel for powerful and inspiring Bible stories. Today, we're diving into a brief yet powerful story that has inspired countless believers around the world. The story of Jabez and his prayer. Though his mention in the Bible is brief, Jabez's prayer has left a lasting impact. Let's journey together into this compelling story and discover what makes his prayer so significant. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Holy Histories if you haven't already, and click the notification bell so you never miss a new message. Let's get started. Jabez's story is nestled within a long lineage, making it easy to overlook. However, these verses pack a powerful punch, shedding light on a man who dared to ask God for more and received it. To fully appreciate Jabez's story, it helps to understand the context in which it appears. The Book of Chronicles, written by Prophet Ezra, gives us details about reigns of kings, and it aims to remind the Israelites of their identity and heritage. Among the many names listed, Jabez stands out due to the brief narrative that accompanies his name. Many a times, we cannot help but reflect on the names certain parents choose to give their offspring. It is a common practice in most part of the world to attach certain memories surrounding a child's birth to their names. Jabez's name means pain, given to him by his mother, who experienced great pain during his birth. This name could have been a constant reminder of hardship and suffering, yet Jabez did not let it define his destiny. Despite his name and the memories surrounding his name, the Bible describes Jabez as more honorable than his brothers. This statement suggests that Jabez possessed qualities that set him apart. Honorable can be interpreted as being righteous, having integrity, and being devoted to God. Despite the negative connotations of his name, Jabez's character and actions distinguished him positively. Let's break down Jabez's prayer into its core elements and draw significant reflections from his short but informational prayer as read in 1 Chronicles chapter 4 verse 10. And Jabez called on the God of Israel, saying, "Oh, that you would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, that your hand would be with me, and that you would keep me from evil, that I may not cause pain." So God granted him what he requested. First, Jabez asked for blessing. "Oh, that you would bless me." Jabez starts his prayer with a bold request for God's blessing. He acknowledges that true prosperity and fulfillment come from God alone. The concept of blessing in the Bible encompasses not just material wealth, but spiritual well-being, happiness, and divine favor. Jabez recognized that only God could bestow such holistic blessings. In our spiritual journey, boldly asking can often be a challenging act. Many believers struggle with feelings of unworthiness and self-doubt, influenced by labels and judgments from the world around them. However, the Bible is replete with examples and encouragements to approach God with our requests, and a perfect example of such boldness to Jabez. He never let the tag hanging around his neck to deter him from asking for blessing from God. The Bible consistently emphasizes the importance of bringing our requests before God. Jesus himself encourages us in Matthew chapter 7 verse 7, "Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. For everyone who asks receives, the one who seeks finds, and to the one who knocks, the door will be opened." This verse highlights the openness of God and his readiness to respond to our needs and desires. Another good reminder verse is found in James chapter 1 verse 5, which states, "If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you." Here, we see God's generosity and his willingness to provide without reproach. It affirms that our imperfections and past mistakes do not disqualify us from seeking and receiving God's blessings. Next, Jabez asked for expansion of his coast and enlarge my territory. Jabez asks God to expand his influence and opportunities. This is a plea not just for physical land, but for growth in all areas of his life. During biblical times, land was a crucial asset, representing wealth, security, and stability. By asking for enlarged territory, Jabez was seeking greater responsibility and the capacity to impact more lives. In today's terms, the prayer of Jabez, specifically his request for God to enlarge my coast, can be understood as a desire for increased influence, opportunities, and blessings. For someone like Jabez, who had a painful start in life, this prayer represents hope, ambition, and the courage to seek greater things despite past hardships. In today's world, asking for an enlarged coast can take on many forms, reflecting personal, professional, and community growth. For instance, in the realm of career advancement, this prayer might involve aiming for a significant promotion or stepping into leadership. Someone who has faced challenging circumstances, like Oprah Winfrey, may have prayed and worked towards expanding her influence, ultimately becoming a global media mogul. Oprah's journey demonstrates how faith and hard work can lead to immense growth, even from the most difficult beginnings. Similarly, in entrepreneurship, someone who starts with little but prays and works for their coast to be enlarged could launch a successful startup that not only provides financial stability, but also creates jobs and impacts many lives. This kind of expansion aligns with the idea of increasing influence, where the success of one person leads to the betterment of others. For personal development and education, praying for an enlarged coast could mean acquiring new skills, going back to school, or pursuing knowledge that can transform one's life. A striking example is Malala Yousafzai, who, despite facing life-threatening adversity, pursued education and now advocates for girls' education worldwide. Her life illustrates how the pursuit of knowledge can lead to far-reaching impact, both personally and globally. Self-improvement is another powerful way to expand one's coast. This can mean overcoming past traumas through therapy, building stronger relationships, or developing new talents and hobbies. These small, yet significant expansions reflect growth on an emotional and spiritual level, leading to a more fulfilling life. In community leadership, enlarging one's coast could mean stepping up to positively influence society. Nelson Mandela, who went from imprisonment to becoming a transformative leader, embodies how personal growth and leadership can change nations. Others might use their advocacy and activism to fuel a passion for social justice or mental health awareness, turning personal pain into a force for good. Jabez's prayer for an enlarged coast reminds Christians of the importance of dreaming big and not being afraid to ask God for significant blessings. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this story inspiring, please share it with others. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated with more uplifting content. Until next time, keep the faith and pray boldly.